Well, the shock phase is awful. Like, it's a black hole, like, it's horrible. It makes you feel so isolated. You don't feel like you belong. You don't want to be here.
Heidi was diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder in 2017, and ever since she's been battling with distressing intrusive thoughts.
I was nannying a 2-year-old girl, and I had a dream one night when I went to bed that I'd killed a baby, and it was totally obviously against my will. This is not me, but it must be me because I'm having these thoughts. I couldn't get it out of my head. I had to quit my job.
If you're experiencing these thoughts, you're not alone. However, this complex disorder can rear its head in many forms.
Dr. Andrew Mayers is an academic in psychology and also a patron for the Dorset branch of Mind, the mental health charity.
To begin with, the obsessions are better described as intrusive thoughts. These are thoughts that the individual are very distressing to them, and they simply cannot get rid of those thoughts, whatever they try and do. And those thoughts might take up hours of their day, and that's all they seem to be able to focus on. To overcome that, to try and mitigate those intrusive thoughts, an individual will engage in activities, whether it's repetitive actions, counting, praying, cleaning things, whatever it might be, to try and to reduce the anxiety that they're having through that obsession or those intrusive thoughts.
You can find yourself struggling with one or more of the following. They can differ in frequency and severity. These types can encompass much of your life, and on average, the illness continues for years before somebody seeks professional help. As shown, the day-to-day behaviours are also wide-ranging. At best, they are inconvenient, and at worst, they are debilitating. And there's a myth that needs addressing.
How do you think people perceive OCD, and how should they perceive it? Because there's a bit of a misconception, isn't there?
Yeah.
Massive.
So people, it's not annoying, but it's a bit like if you say, oh yeah, I've been diagnosed with OCD, somebody's like, yeah, I'm so OCD, like my room is so tidy, and it's like, okay.
OCD is not all about clean freaks. It's not all about people who need things in order. It's not about someone who just simply can't get over things. OCD is far more than that.
OCD is serious. However, I promise you, it's not all doom and gloom.
Medication is certainly one option, but there are many others. There's some great charities out there like OCD Action.
Yeah.
So they provide some wonderful support. Most people can self-refer to their local increasing access to psychological therapies.
Yeah.
For Heidi, therapy and medication was the way forward. She has this message for others.
I'd probably just tell them that you do need to talk to people. Obviously talk to the right people, because some people that are not educated will basically maybe misjudge it and think, oh yeah, like that's a bit weird, or like that's not even a thing.
It'll make you worse.
Yeah, and it makes you worse and makes you think that you're like a person.
Remember, you're not alone, and there is always someone who can help.